Hello and welcome to another episode of Boxing with Paul. And today I'm very excited to bring you Galaxy's A23 5G, Galaxy's refresh to their mid-budget lineup. I guess I'm supposed to be a shark or something? Let's take a look at it. Released just last week, this phone retails for $329.99, which puts this above the OnePlus N20, and let's just see if it justifies that price tag. As of lately, we get these slimmer boxes that you already know means that we get no wall adapter, and as usual, we got a quick start guide and terms and conditions bundled into one, a Type-C to Type-C USB cable. We also get a cheap twisted wire SIM ejector tool. At first glance, I really did think this was a Galaxy A53 as it looks quite similar to it. What gives it away though, it can be the shiny sides, as on the Galaxy A53, you have the sides that are also matte and semi-gloss, not glossy like on this device. Our version does come with 64 gigabytes of storage paired to 4 gigabytes of RAM, as well as having Snapdragon 695 5G. This device supports up to 25 watts of power delivery to charge its 5000 milliamp hour battery. Thankfully, we do have dual band Wi-Fi AC, Bluetooth 5.1, NFC, in case you would like to use tap to pay. Our screen is actually a beautiful 6.6 inch 1080 by 2408 to 120 hertz IPS LCD. So not only are you going to be able to play your games at a much higher frame rate, you're also going to be able to enjoy your movies at a much nicer quality. Our selfie camera comes in at 8 megapixels with a 2.0 aperture. Meanwhile, the international version gets a slightly 2.2 aperture. Once we get into the device, you can see that nice Samsung screen that really does make use of that 1080 by 2400 resolution, making it quite vibrant when you look at it. And as you already know, it's a similar Samsung phone as all the other ones, nothing you haven't seen here before. When we look over at the left side of the device, we can see our SIM/SD card tray. When we look at the top of the device, we can see our pinhole microphone as well as our earpiece, very nicely integrated. They keep getting smaller every year. When we look at the right side of the device, we can see the volume sliders as well as the power button, and you can also see me being driven up the wall because every single time I'm trying to adjust the volume, I'm trying to turn it up or down in either a phone call, a movie, or a video game. I wind up ending my phone call, ending my game, turning off my screen, and getting killed, just generally ruining the experience of whatever I'm trying to enjoy. And if manufacturers could please put them on separate sides, I'd really appreciate that. When we look over at the bottom of the device, we can see our auxiliary jack for line out as well as our headphones. We also see another pinhole microphone. In the middle, we can see our Type-C port, and then we can see our speaker grills all the way to the right. When we look over at the rear of the device, we can see our gorgeous camera array that again looks very much like the Galaxy A53's, with our 50 megapixel main lens followed by a 5 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth lens for that bokeh effect. So then let's fire up our cameras in the Galaxy A23 5G and see what kind of selfie quality we're working with. And then that was a selfie on the Galaxy A23, and let's go ahead and see what kind of video quality we're working with. This is what video looks and sounds like on the main camera, or the selfie camera, of the Galaxy A23 5G. Please excuse me, it is early in the morning. I forgot to record this last night. And equally, let's go ahead and find out what our main camera looks like. So then, this is what video looks and sounds like on the main rear camera of the Galaxy A23 5G. You guys be the judge of how good or how bad this camera quality is. as soon as we upload it into the MacBook. With Geekbench, we are able to confirm we have 6 of our cores running at 1.8 gigahertz for efficiency for those lighter day-to-day tasks that don't require much power. In turn, we can confirm that 2 of our cores are clocking at 2.21 gigahertz for those heavier, more power-intensive tasks that require a little more horsepower. And then I will be right back with you guys as soon as this is over. And we're back. And as you can see, we got a 672 for the single core and an 1874 for the multi-core. And let me just put those numbers in perspective, as a Galaxy S21 Ultra would have a 924. We have a 672. We are more than 2/3 of the way there for a third of the price. I'll definitely take that. Something similar happens when we look at our multi-core. We got an 1874 for our multi-core versus a 3085 that a Galaxy S21 Ultra would have. Again, we're more than 2/3 of the way there. We're about 2/3 of the way there with about a third of the price. I'll take that. Those are really good numbers. Go ahead and leave in the comments. What are your thoughts on this phone? At this point, at $329.99, this is no longer a strictly budget device, and that just begs the question, would you buy this? And as always, thanks for watching.